Let's put our hands together to welcome them to the Parliament. You're welcome to your Parliament. Feel free to observe our proceedings as you aspire to be one of the leaders of this nation. You are welcome. You may now have your seat. Another announcement. It is with deep sorrow that I, on behalf of the Adibi family, announce the passing of Honorable Temilola Shegun Adibi, former member of the House of Representatives, who represented the Ogbomosho North, Ogbomosho South, Rire Federal Constituency from 1999 to 2003. He's survived by his wife, Mrs. Victoria Adibi, and their 5 children, who will honor his memory and uphold the values instilled in them. We shall count on your prayers at this time as we mourn his loss. May his soul rest in peace. Our thoughts are with his family and loved ones during this difficult time. I pray that the House will observe 1 minute silence in honor of the departed. This message is coming from Honorable Olamiju Wolong Ayodeji Alao Akala. We will observe these at the end of the announcement. Another announcement, notification of demise of General Jeremiah Hosseini, retired. It is with deep sense of loss that I inform the House of Representatives of the passing of General Jeremiah Timbut Hosseini, a former minister of the Federal Capital Territory. General Hosseini died on Thursday, 23 January 2025, after a prolonged illness. He was a distinguished Nigerian who served his country meritoriously in various capacities, including as Minister of Transport and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory during the military regime. He also had a distinguished military career and later transitioned to politics, serving as the Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Federal Executive Council has already mourned his passing, describing him as one of the quintessential army generals whose selfless sacrifice in promoting the nation's peace and unity will remain indelible in the sound of time. I request that the House observes a minute of silence in honor of the late General Hosseini and condole with his family, the government, and the people of Plateau State. May his soul rest in eternal peace. This is coming from Honorable Prince Vincent Venman Bolus, who will observe these at the end of the announcement. This is the end of the first segment of announcement, so may we rise for the 1 minute silence for these 2 departed souls. The souls of the departed rest in perfect peace. Another announcement that is coming from the House Committee on the Review of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Measures on creation of states and Local Government before the House of Representatives Committee on Review of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended. This is to inform members of the House of Representatives Committee on the review of the Constitution that the House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as altered has received legislative proposals for the creation of states and local government areas in the following order. North Central. Proposed states: Benue Ala State, from the present Benue State; Okun State, from the present Kogi State; Okura State, from the present Kogi State; Confluence State, from the present Kogi State; Akpa State, from Benue South Senatorial District; Upper State, from the present Benue State; a 37th state to be named Federal Capital Territory, Abuja State. Northeast. Proposed states: Amana State, from the present Adamawa State; Katankun State, from the present Bauchi State; Savannah State, from the present Borno State; Muri State, from the present Taraba State; from the Northwest, New Kaduna State, from the present Kaduna State; Gurara State, from the present Kaduna State; Tiga State, from the present Kano State; Kainji State, from the present Kebbi State; Hari State, from the present Kano State. Southeast. Etiti State as the 6th state in the Southeast geopolitical zone. Adada State, from the present Enugu State of Nigeria. Orashi State as the 6th state in the Southeast geopolitical zone. Olu State, from the southeastern region of Nigeria. Aba State, from the southeastern region of Nigeria. South-South. Proposed state: Ugoja State, from the present Cross River State. Warri State, from the present Delta State. Bori State, from the present Rivers State. Obolo State, from the present Rivers and Akwa Ibom State. From the Southwest, proposed states: Toru Ebe State, from the present Delta, Edo, and Ondo State. Ibadan State, from the present Oyo State. Lagoon State, from the present Lagos State. Ijebu State, from the present Ogun State. Lagoon State, from the present Lagos State and Ogun State. Ibadan State, from the present Oyo State. Okogun and Ife Ijesha State, from the present day Ogun, Oyo, and Osun State. The committee has reviewed the proposals for the creation of new states in accordance with Section 8, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. This section outlines specific requirements that must be fulfilled to initiate the process of state creation, which include the following. New state and boundaries. 1. An act of the National Assembly for the purpose of creating a new state shall only be passed if A request supported by at least two-thirds majority of members representing the area demanding the creation of the new state in each of the following, namely, the Senate and the House of Representatives, the House of Assembly in respect of the area, and the local government council in respect of the area, is received by the National Assembly. Local government. Advocates for the creation of additional local government area are only reminded that Section 8 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, applies to this process. Specifically, in the accordance with Section 8.3 of the Constitution, the outcome of the votes of the state houses of assembly and the referendum must be forwarded to the National Assembly for further legislative action. Proposals shall be resubmitted in strict adherence to these stipulations. Submit 3 hard copies of full proposal and memoranda to the Secretariat of the Committee at room H331, House of Representatives, White House, National Assembly Complex, Abuja, not later than Wednesday, 5th of March, 2025. Soft copies must also be sent electronically to the committee's email address at info@hccr.gov.ng. For further information, please contact the committee clerk on 08069232381. The committee remains committed to supporting legitimate efforts that align with constitutional provisions and will only consider proposals that comply with the stipulated guidelines. This is coming from the clerk of the Committee on Constitutional Review. Any member who has a petition to present to the House may please rise to do so. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Abdullahi Rashid, member representing Dukuna Fada Federal Constituency from Gombe State. I have a petition from Chief Olama A. Hawkins and Sir Monde on behalf of Obetim Uno community in Delta State against the Sterling Energy Exploration Production Company Limited over unjust exploitation of the host community. I seek your permission, Mr. Speaker, to lay this petition for the consideration of the House. Thank you, sir.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay a petition. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Honorable Donatus Matthew is my name, member representing Kaura Federal Constituency. I'm from Kaduna State. Here with me, Mr. Speaker, is a petition signed by Ibrahim Berde Adzi against the Nigerian Correctional Service for wrongful removal of his service with the Nigerian Correctional Service. He is seeking the help of this House for his reinstatement into service. Mr. Speaker, I beg for the leave of the House to lay this petition before the House.
Honorable colleague, the leave of the House is hereby granted. You may now lay your petition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let's finish on this roll. Yes. Kindly turn off your mic.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. My name is Ete Opolupu. I represent the good people of Eket, Ona, Esreket, and Ibon of Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition here with me written by one of my constituents by name Enobong Tom Odungide. The title of the petition is Appeal Against Victimization in Federal Government Agency, Wrongful Denial of Salary and Other Entitlement by Kanji Lake National Park. Mr. Speaker, I seek your leave and that of the House to lay this petition before the House.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay a petition. Yes.
Oh,
Go ahead with your petition. We are
Mr.
conscious
Speaker,
of time today.
Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Engineer Rodney Ebikebinambayewe. I represent the good people of Southern Niger Federal Constituency of Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition from my constituent, Matthias Ebisinte Jacob Esquire. And the petition is complaint of massive oil spill at Ogbembri/Tebidaba pipeline in Ogbembri community in Southern Niger local government area of Bayelsa State. Neglect of Ogbembri community by Uando Energy Resources Limited and its refusal to timely contain the spill, clean up, sending of relief materials, payment of compensation, and remediation of the polluted environment. Mr. Speaker, may I ask the House to lay my petition before the floor of the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay a petition. Any other petition on this roll? Good. Let's go here.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. Respected honorable colleagues, I'm Honorable Murphy Osaro Mori, representing all the people of Ego Ikpobaka Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Benin City, Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition here from one Mr. Matthew Ludari Fashui of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Plateau State, against the Ministry of Interior, Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Service Board, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Abuja. Mr. Speaker, with your leave and the leave of the House, I wish to step forward to lay this petition.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay your petition.
Thank you.
Yes. Honorable Agoja.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, my distinguished colleagues. Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Obi Agocha. I represent the great people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to lay a petition against unlawful dismissal from service of Dr. Sonny Ibeleme by the management of State House Clinic, Abuja. Mr. Speaker, I urge for the leave of the House to lay the petition, sir.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay your petition. Yes. No, you, attorney. Attorney, not you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Engineer Mohamed Buba Jajere. I represent the good people of Fika Fune Federal Constituency. I am from Yobe State, Mr. Speaker. I have a petition here signed by Chief Comrade Olumu Hawkins and Sir Monde Adebeli on behalf of the Owa Aledima community against Pan Ocean Oil Corporation Limited for forcible entry, trespass, conspiracy, fraudulent conversion, deceit, economic sabotage, pollution, and flagrant abuse of law, Mr. Speaker. May I seek the leave of this House to lay the petition? Thank you.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay a petition. Yes, attorney.
Good morning, my Speaker, Right Honorable Benjamin Carlo. My name is Honorable Attorney Matthew Nwogu. I speak for the people of Abombise, Ngokbala Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Imo State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition from Citizens Whistleblowers Coalition, CWC, against Mediterranean Shipping Company and Mediterranean Shipping Company South SS Geneva for delay in delivery on the shipments, arbitrary and inconsistent and opaque charges, illegal detention of shipments, extortion, unfair practices, and tax evasion. Mr. Speaker, please, I ask for your leave to lay this petition, if I may.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay your petition.
Thank you,
Yes,
Speaker.
Honor Kalenzi, Chairman of Petitions.
Thank you, the Speaker, esteemed colleagues.